once again, we are here live, coming to you all. Look, like, share, click Facebook page, 4SistersLIVE. Go on our YouTube page and like our page and everything. And look, we are so excited once again to be before you all to just have a great time. We have lovely guests coming in today. This is our segment. We're talking about education and mentoring.
Yes, and
entrepreneurship. Yes. So you already know who we are, but I'll introduce myself again. I'm Wyoming.
I'm Peg.
I'm Linda.
Sharon. And we are 4SistersLIVE. And you already know Charlene is around somewhere, but she'll be in. But we are always going to be 4SistersLIVE, no matter who
what.
And what. We're going to, she's Charlene.
She's sliding.
Yes. So, yeah, we have a great guest, like I said earlier, and I'm excited to see my sisters again.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We just did this yesterday.
Right? Let me tell you, time is going by so fast.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's amazing how we're just living. The summer's almost gone.
Yeah.
Right? The summer is almost over.
Just starting to relax.
Just really trying to get into it. I think school started this week.
It did.
Some places. Yes. Some schools have started.
It's like the 26th.
Yeah. So look, buckle up, get ready. These hard heads are going back, and some of the parents say, they are happy.
The kids are happy too. They really want to be with their friends, so they're happy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they are.
I used to always be happy to go back.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, because some of those kids you didn't get
All
to
my
see.
friends were there.
Yeah.
I was just excited about the new clothes.
Oh,
There you go.
Just to go to, yeah, absolutely. So back, we're gonna be just really talking about education. Speaking of the kids go back to school, part of it's definitely gonna be up this segment today. Will be education, and we got someone who's really going to talk about some things that they're doing for
I
that
call it
part.
the woman that has all the money.
Oh,
It's not
she got the
physical, but
bag.
She got the money.
She got the bag. She got the
She got the
bag.
bag.
I can't wait to hear all of these exciting things that's been going on for her during the summer months with the children, with the students, and all those good things. But once again, we thank you all for being in our audience. Our audience, I think look good.
Oh,
But in the meantime, in between time, what's going on in your world, girl?
Which
Lynn.
one?
hey, this is August birthday month.
Oh,
So
you
I've
better
been-
celebrate.
I've already started. We started day number 1. We have August the 1st.
Yes.
And then we have Janice, August the 4th. Yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah, yesterday.
And then
Hey,
Charlene.
Whatever she is.
Then Charlene,
And then we have Charlene on the 14th.
14th.
And mine on the 24th.
All
Yeah,
right.
so this is a party month, you know.
Yeah.
I celebrate with all my sisters. We've been hanging out, just having a wonderful time.
Oh, yeah, great.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you? What's going on in your world,
Oh, just mindset. It's all about the mindset.
girl?
I've been just planning and, well, no, I'm getting ready. Sharon and I, and the whole team.
Okay, yes.
We got to celebrate our 25th anniversary next year.
Yes.
So we got to start early, right?
Yes.
You know,
So
So yeah, that's mindset.
25
But
years?
it's so hard to find. I can't believe 25 years. Because I actually had to do the math because I said, how many years? I said, no, it can't be 25, it's 20. I mean, the time is just going so
Yeah,
fast. And it's just like, oh my God, this is
25 years.
amazing.
Yes.
You could have had a whole child. Oh, wow. You
Oh my God.
It's all good though, but celebrating anything these days and you live to see it is
I'm
a
telling you,
wonderful
it's a
thing.
blessing,
I don't
blessing,
take
blessing.
anything for granted. We can't. You know, the more we get, the more we realize.
And appreciate it.
An appreciation of life and things that we're doing and having wonderful people, you know, with us and going on with us doing anything that we're doing now. This is a
It's a
blessing.
beautiful thing. Yeah.
It's a blessing, you know.
Gratitude.
But ask me what I've been doing.
Yes.
What's going on?
I just had a birthday. My birthday was Saturday, August 1st. I'm a true Leo.
Okay.
I promise you, I'm
Yeah.
a true Leo.
Yes.
And, it would be all here all night talking about Leos. I just love me some Leos.
Yes.
But I had a great time. I spent it with my sister girl over here.
Oh,
We
yeah.
went out Friday night. She ride this one ride.
And look, she said,
we talked about it.
Okay.
Y'all go to bed too early. Y'all in bed by 8 o'clock.
and they're scared to come in DC.
No, that part.
That part.
But no, we went
to the play.
Yeah, we went to see. Yeah, we went to see
What
the
play?
TLC play. That
Oh,
was
what's the name of
Crazy
it?
Sexy Cool. Crazy Sexy Cool at the
Yeah.
Arena Stage. It's here
Arena
to
Stage.
August 9th. Any
Yeah.
of you all out
Gotta
there
see
got a
it.
chance to see it, get a chance
Gotta
to see
see
it,
it.
please go.
Yes.
And it's telling the story of TLC. You already know who TLC is.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, they really
that.
did
They did
an
an excellent job.
amazing job.
What theater?
At the
The
Arena
Arena
Stage
Stage.
down in Southwest DC. So that was wonderful. And then of course been partying and eating and having a good time receiving cards and gifts. But overall, my biggest birthday celebrating is most of you all know I entered into this competition. And I've been asking people to vote for me, right?
Yeah.
And it's a runway star for the you didn't get it? Oh, I have to send it to you ladies. Make sure I get it. However, it's going to be the Fashion Week in New York. I'm going to be part of that.
Beautiful.
Prayerfully, I win the big prize. So I entered into the competition and I'm running on domestic violence. That's what
Beautiful,
I call my
beautiful,
platform
beautiful.
that I'm running on for this competition. And I'm bringing all my sisters with me when we win because I want y'all to come to New York.
We want to
I'm
get to
naming it.
Nothing new for
I'm
us.
just saying,
Nothing but a
nothing
word.
new. So I'm
It's a word.
We need the blast
so
so we
we're
can
gonna
blast
do a
it.
blast. We already got it planned.
Hey,
So we
that's
I
can-
mean, to get to vote for you.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And so Mary is already on top of it. So I'm just excited about this. Look, I know what I was doing, but when I saw it, God said, do it.
Do
That's
it.
right.
Step out on faith. Because
Come on.
sometimes we procrastinate and we were talking about, oh, God, I want to do this. I want to.
until the spring, and it was amazing. We had been married, we had been church service the next day, and we went to a private, actually, it was a crowning of Miss Melanie. Our own India people that were
Yes.
So that was
Beautiful. Yes.
One of our new members. What is her name?
Old new member.
Oh, India.
India.
Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. All of our U.S. members of the team. Yeah, so great. That is awesome.
But no, overall, I think for 4SistersLIVE, we've been coming to this wonderful place, the Sensory Sentiments, and it's beautiful here. You all must come and visit the Sensory Sentiments.
Yeah.
And what is it? The Wellness Spa. Yeah, Wellness Spa. And we thank Megan for having us here, hosting us here. And you all must get a chance to check it out because you definitely love it. We went on a tour. Did you all enjoy it?
Yes. Beautiful.
They wanted
Beautiful.
to stay. Someone said they were going to stay behind. But it's me. I told them, stay behind. Yeah. I'll be in here until they open up tomorrow. We all need it.
Oh, absolutely.
If you want to relax, they have all these magic rooms that you go into.
Amazing.
Each room has a different statement
Yes.
of relaxation and peace. And peace. Yes.
But you don't want to leave.
You don't want
Right.
to leave.
No, you don't.
You really don't.
Yes.
And I believe they have a special, so call. You get
Yeah.
the number. We're going to have you to call because they are offering a special, and you gotta know what that special is. I believe they are sending out information about.
What's the code? It's 4 Sisters Live.
I
Or
think
4
it is
Sisters
Live.
Live.
I think
Four.
4 Sisters Live, but I think it's 4
He's having
Sisters
4 in there.
Network.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's
Sister,
what the
Sisters
code is.
Network.
Yes.
You gotta find out what the code is.
Yes,
Yeah.
so we'll
So you
definitely
can get the
send it out
discount.
there.
That's right. We want your discount.
Yes.
You want you know who you know, ladies.
So, Peggy, we have a guest that we want to introduce.
This sister here.
Mhm.
No, actually, she's my daughter age, right? I don't have a daughter, but she's that age. This young lady, we go way back. Sharon, you can contest to that. Let her come and tell her story. She has a beautiful story. I've been trying to get her on 4SistersLIVE Live for a year.
That's how busy this young lady is. And God has blessed her. And I'm just so proud to be able to have her amongst us tonight. Okay? Sure. So, you want to bring her? Sure. Come on out.
Go around.
Everyone. We moving on
This is Hyacinth Tucker. Hyacinth, it's no need of me doing an introduction. And I say to you, come on and share with us who you are and what you're doing to make a difference in our community.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, first of all, good evening, everyone.
Good
I am Hyacinth Tucker. So, let me see. I've been a serial entrepreneur for about over 2 decades now. I started off as an all-state insurance agent, and I did that for about 8 years. And I got shiny object syndrome. So, after I built it up from scratch, I sold it back to Allstate. And then with those proceeds, I opened up Signature Blue Events. So we started off with a small location in Landover, right there on Bryce Seat Road, and then we expanded to 4 different locations. So we had 2 in Landover, 1 in Beltsville, and 1 in Lanham. And then, things happen. Like life happened, things happen. And so we had to close that down. And so after that, it was kind of like, okay, now what do I do? Because, sometimes when you're used to success, it never kind of leaves you, right? So even though life, puts you in a different situation, the things that you've learned over the years and how you've been able to grow business never leaves. And so during that time, I had some time to kind of sit and kind of think about what's next. But during that sitting time, some other transitions happened. So I went through a divorce. And so I had already lost a major source of income from Signature Blue, right? Then I lost the other half, right? Which is the spouse. So I started doing what we call odd jobs. So it was kind of like I was Ubering, doing Instacart. I was even pet sitting, and y'all don't even really like animals like that. Listen, when you gotta do what you gotta do, what you gotta do. So it is. So my story starts with so now we're going through COVID once again. I've already given you the backstory, and I'm still doing these jobs. I went to go visit a friend. So this is now 2022. Yeah, 2022. End of 2022. I go to visit a friend, and I walk into her living room, and there's clothes everywhere. And I mean everywhere. And we joke and we laugh about it because, hey, I don't like to do laundry either. I still had suitcases that still were, I had another pack, so I didn't want to do that. No, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. So we're sitting there, but she's telling me her life story, right? And she's telling me about how busy and tired and frustrated and overwhelmed and stressed that she is, right? So, we have jobs, and then we come home, and then we still got other jobs, right? So it's domestic labor, they call it. It's baby. So it's like she started to tell me this whole story, but what she's doing is that she's buying new clothes instead of washing the clothes that she already has.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about underwear. We're talking about full outfits. So Sharon, look at me because I know the fashionistas and everything. You're gonna have to wash these clothes, and all you've done is just create more and more laundry on top of that. But she looked at me and she said, "I wish there was someone that could come and take all this laundry and do it for me. And I'll pay for it. I would pay for a service like that." And I tell y'all, if I wasn't in that state of mind, and it wasn't because of what had happened in my life, I would have been like, yeah, when you find that person, you let me know too. But obviously I said yes. And I tell y'all, God knows exactly what he's doing when he does what he does, because I would have never thought that I would be sitting here 4 years later, a millionaire over some laundry.
I'm telling
Wow.
you.
So I started, she paid me $20. That was it. And then, and I did $20 to do her laundry. But she's not your friend. Your friend. But I'm just saying, that was
the beginning of her $1 million.
That was the
beginning
beginning.
of
Yeah, we talking about the beginning. Okay, all right. We're not talking about today. We're not talking about today. We're talking about the beginning. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
And then, no, just her, right. Okay. And then, like, so maybe like a couple weeks later, I went to like a mom's group. And, we were just talking, like, doing the same thing like how we do here. Like, what's going on? How, and I just happened to mention, I was helping a girl do laundry. And everybody, how like in the club, like the scratches, and everybody's like, what?
DJ.
And they said, you're doing laundry? Can you do my, like, somebody was like, I have laundry right now in my trunk. You can take it right now. So I casually did this whole thing. I was like, not thinking anything of it, y'all, because this is not, it's not what I want to do. I just said, so we're sitting around like that, and I said, if you're interested, I'll pass around a piece of paper and just put your name and your number if you're interested. By the time we were done, keying it up, and I got some paper back, it was filled on both sides of people who were interested. Yes. And so, and still even at that point, I was like, okay, it's not really a business, but it was still, once again, another source of income to help me going through that. So I started doing people laundry, and I was just doing it at home. Once again, that was it. But then I got to a point where I was like, I wonder if so I say sometimes, like, when you buy a blue car, and then everywhere you go, you see blue cars, because now your mind is kind of like in that mode. So everywhere I went, I would see like, memes on Facebook, like, oh, I ain't doing laundry. Or I'll be in a grocery store, somebody tell me I gotta go home and do laundry. Or people who do this, I have a whole laundry list of things I have to do. So this is laundry. So I said, I wonder if I can make this into a business. And that's when I decided I was gonna go full force with it. Because I had already had success in so many different businesses. I was like, I wonder where I can go with this. So today, we are a platform that provides full service, on-demand laundry, dry cleaning, alteration services straight to your doorstep 7 days a week. So, yes, and our mission is really simple. We just want to liberate people from the stress and the frustration, overwhelm, so that you can have joy, peace, and do the things that you actually value, because we know that that's not one of the things that you value. So I talk a lot about outsourcing and delegation, because as far as women, we put on a lot on ourselves. And we grew up saying like, oh, I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I gotta do this. And there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you need a little bit of help. And that's where the laundry basket comes in. So we operate 7 days a week, and we started just in Maryland, and then it grew to DC, and then it grew to Northern Virginia. And then we realized that, people were then going other places and doing their dry cleaning. We were like, we can do that. So we started doing dry cleaning and alterations, and then we started doing business. So we work with gyms, spas, hotels, retail, restaurants, public schools, airlines. And then we got the real money, the government contracting. So we work with local, state, and federal. So we're the ones that actually manage the laundry that comes out of our local VA hospital. That's all your girl here, Laundry Basket. And so but we also work with some amazing nonprofits. So as they get clothes donated, we launder them and we deliver them to our unhoused population. We work in the school system, so we have one of our contracts is with public, Prince George's public schools. And so we understand that kids are going through transitions and homelessness. And sometimes they get bullied because, they may not smell fresh, that type of thing. So we actually have a contract to make sure that these kids are coming to school and that we're reducing absenteeism by making sure that their families have clean clothes. So we actually go and we deliver clean clothes to them all the time. So it's been a lot. We have contracts with Amazon, Espresso, United Airlines, the NFL, PGA Tour, and we've just been growing. And so now we actually serve Atlanta, Houston, and Cleveland, and we have a small footprint in Toronto. So it has been a busy 4 years. Yes, so we are. So yes, really. Yes, so we actually are going through the French the process. It's like the process. So we're going through that right now. But we've had some amazing wins. We won a lot of best business of the year, but we just won for the SBA. We won veteran-owned small business of the year. I'm an Army veteran. We also we just won the UPS Store Small Business Challenge. I just came from Dallas, where I won Dallas Startup Founders Week, and so that was amazing too. So these opportunities keep on coming.
I know.
I just want to first of all gonna salute you.
Yes.
Yes. Service.
Yes.
Yes.
Our black woman doing the doggone thing, you know, you're representing us in a wonderful way. And your story is real.
Yes.
You didn't inherit this, nobody didn't give you anything on a silver platter, and you're leaving a legacy.
Oh, yeah.
You have children, you have family.
I do. So I have about 2 children. So we have Amir, who's 32, and Jasmine, 19, a sophomore at Hampton. I did remarry. No shade on my husband, but I am remarried now. Married like 2 years ago. So yeah, and it's a family business. So they help out as much as they can. We do have a team. We opened up the Laundry Basket Institute. So that is our workforce development. So that is to make sure that we have a pipeline of skilled workers. So we make sure they're getting a sustainable wage, because that is one of the ills in the industry is that people are not really, they have them back there doing all the things, but they're not getting paid enough where they can just work one job. And we also want to make sure we're doing reskilling and upskilling. We shouldn't just be doing this, you know. Now, it's something that you just love washing and folding, that's one thing, but there's other things that you can do. There's tech and there's, you know, customer service, there's sales, there's marketing. So we make sure that they have a well-rounded place that they can actually learn different skills. So that is one of the things.
Wow. Amazing and outstanding.
Say it loud. What's the name of your company again?
The Laundry Basket.
The Laundry Basket. So where can we find you?
Yeah, so definitely online, go to Laundry Basket Delivery. And then of course we're on Instagram and Facebook, and not TikTok, but you know, and then of course LinkedIn as well. I'll get on TikTok as well. But yeah, but definitely I would love to connect with everyone, but you know, to see how I can help. And I'm here.
I love that idea of picking up items that for nonprofits. That you would clean them, and you deliver them back to that when you get back to the
because we're at, you know, but also we do donations. You know, we take donations from our clients as well, because you know we're already at your house, and so you know, as you're doing the laundry and you'll find those things that don't fit or that you want to throw away, we can just still grab those at the same time. Because you know, when we talk about gently used, some people don't understand gently used, so we want to make sure that we're giving people that dignity back, right? So that we make sure that the clothes that they get are clean clothes, pressed clothes, and so we want to make sure, because these individuals that we're working with, this may be the reason that they get a job, right? Because unfortunately, we live in a world of perception. So when you go into a job, you want to look for someone who has like clean clothes, a fresh shirt, that type of thing. So, you know, so that you don't look too much into their background. So what we're doing is really making sure that they're ready for employment by making sure that they look the part.
Yeah,
you know, that's the part that we do.
awesome.
Yeah.
You have contracts with different dry cleaners and laundry places, or you do all of it yourself?
So that is the great thing, honestly. Thank you for asking that. So our business model has evolved over the past few years. So of course, it was just me. And then we went into like a team, and then we were doing stuff at the laundromat. So now our business model is that we partner with local, trusted, vetted professional laundromats and dry cleaners. So they actually handle the fulfillment. Because what we saw is that they need their machines to turn. And we have so we process over 100,000 pounds of laundry each month. So we have you know, but they have the capacity, they have the machines, they have all the infrastructure. So why not give it to them to do? So that's why we started Laundry Basket Institute, because we want to make sure the quality was there. So everyone that is a team member of ours, a partner, franchisee, they go through that program so that everything is consistent, right? So that the way things are packed, they're washed, they're folded, the quality, the 5-check, all those types of things are there, so that we can actually manage it as a company. Because that's how you scale, right? It's making sure you have consistent processes that you can take it to another area to, you know, and do it like that. So yeah.
Sounds like we've learned to outsource.
Yes, because it's like when we look at, you know, what our expenses are, because that's also a thing, because we have these businesses, but we want to make sure that we're profitable, right? So we want to make sure that we're actually making money. I need to pay myself as well. So we want to make sure that our unit economy are there. So that's why it's less expensive for us to actually have them do it than it is for us to do all the things that would take for us to do it as well. So we don't have to worry about supplies, we don't have to worry about this. They have all that, and it's just like, it's a great relationship. They have the expertise, they have the capacity, and it's a win-win. Like I said, it is. Their machines to turn, that's what they need to get their revenue. These are mom and pop, you know, laundromat. So those ones that you walk by and it's kind of like it's empty, but we're making sure that it's turning not just on weekends, but during the week as well.
The last thing.
Somebody had a question. Yes. So Hyacinth, do you have green? Because I know a lot of the things I know that you outsource. So can you talk a little bit about the green process as you go into
Oh,
it?
definitely, definitely. As we know, so we're look, we know about allergen sensitivity, so we have different products, different things, and one of the things that makes us different is that you can customize, you can personalize it, because we know that laundry is something personal. You're like, I like this, I like to do it like that. We're fine with that, and the reason, we have the staff that can do it exactly what it is. So if this needs to be hang dry, or you only like this and cold, or you want to use Tide, or you don't use these types of products, but we have all types of different products, especially commercial brand products as well. At some point, when I can sit still for a while, we will come up with like our own line. But for right now, we have a wide array, Or people like, if you really want to, you can give us your detergent as well, and return the rest to you. So, yeah. And so to answer your question, so we operate from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're always doing laundry. Always. 4 years. So last week we celebrated 4 years.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
And lastly, before we let you go, I want to say you've been on the media, you've been in the media, you've been on TV. Give us some of that, because I believe you've been featured on Fox.
I have Marissa Mitchell. I was on Marissa Mitchell. It's been a lot of, so people are really interested in the story, right? So it's kind of like how I, came about doing the business, like I said, with helping a friend, and to where we are now. But of course, impact. So the biggest story, of course, is really the people that we serve. Like, it's nothing like this. This is a business where I actually see the impact. So, I can see the relief. I can see all of that. I hear the stories. We're a part of people's family. We go to weddings, backyard barbecues, we do it all. Like, that is how much a part of our lives that because we're the ones that are coming to you like on a weekly basis, monthly basis, whatever it is. And we want to make sure that the customer service that you get. So when our drivers come, it's with a smile. It's not like someone just dropping something off and picking something up. They now know you. They now know different things. We know that there's a baby, to knock and not to ring the doorbell, to come around the back and leave. We know all those things about, your family. When you're on vacation. We know, when your kids are, at camp. We know all those things, because we're handling like now your thing. And people trust us. And it's hard to get people's trust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's hard to get people's trust. So that's one of the things that we appreciate, that people really trust and, rely on the laundry basket. So we have been a 5-star company since we've started. And not to say that we haven't made mistakes, but what people know is that we're responsive. So we're not that kind of company like, send us a message and we'll get back to you in 48 hours. There's always someone. Now, of course, we're using AI now and a lot of different things, but there's always someone that's going to answer you, respond to you, that type of thing. If there's something that goes wrong, we will fix it, right? So we're not going to disappear or anything like that. We don't, do those types of things. So I think people have really begun to trust us, and I think that's really what makes it important for us.
But let me tell you this. Talk about trust. Now, I've been looking for the number, right? Didn't have it in my phone. So I went to the website. There was a number on the website. I dialed that number, and 5 minutes later, she calls me back.
No.
Is that quick?
That is business.
I mean,
That's professional.
that's professional.
Yes, very professional.
Yeah, we want to make
I like that human
I
interaction.
Yes.
Versus a recording.
Oh,
Audio.
So give everyone your information, your platform, your phone number once again.
Okay, so phone number 301-720-1556. And then our platform is laundrybasketdelivery.com. We also have gift cards. We also have our Dorm Fresh program, which is for our college babies as well, because we understand they're at home and they can't come home and get mama to do their stuff. So we're, that place away from home to also help them as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
we appreciate you. Thank you. So let's stand up and we're gonna take a quick picture.
Okay.
We got a commercial coming. And y'all ain't going up, baby.
I have no more storage.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Thank you so much for having me. What's your phone number again? I just got to be using your phone.
Yeah, 720-1556. Yeah, my phone. What did you say?
Where's your phone?
Laundry basket delivery.
Okay. We're out of storage. We don't have no storage.
That's a blessing.
Yes, good job.
Yeah.
You want me to record?
Yeah, they have a break. Is it a break now?
No, I was waiting. No, they're getting ready to go into the next one.
Okay.
Are you been?
And we're back. What was that wonderful? Lord, her, she is amazing. I'm telling you, I need, that's almost like maid service.
Yeah.
I need that in my life.
That's the service that everybody
Everybody
needs.
Yeah,
that.
we really
I need
do.
it right now because I have a bag of clothes right in the kitchen.
No, seriously,
That I don't want to take downstairs and walk. So I need her right now.
It's worth paying.
It's-
And she's gonna grow 5 years, and usually 5 years
I
when you put
did.
your business in a position where you want to be.
Yeah.
But in less than 5 years, and she's already a millionaire.
Yeah.
Kudos to-
But she's trying to create other millionaires. She said, hey, if you want to participate and do it, you can too. They always need more vendors.
Exactly.
I'll wash some clothes for $1 million. And on a washboard.
But no, I think everything that we're doing now is to prepare us for the future.
Yes.
And
Right.
I think it's wonderful. You could do it in this climate, and it's time to make money.
Nothing's
It's time
impossible.
to be
It's enough for everyone.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
more than one McDonald's, there's more than one Burger King,
Right.
and it's people like her to say it's more than enough. I love her spirit.
I love her spirit. That's what counts. Your spirit, your energy that she's giving.
Right.
And it's always something that we could do to support. I think we should support her any way that she can.
And people, and she's partnerships with other companies and businesses.
Partnerships. Yeah. And that's what it's about. Well, Sisters Network. I'm so happy you could join us today.
I'm so happy I can join. Yay. My family is so funny. Every week we are here. Don't forget, right, Katie?
And I'm going to take this moment on
Yeah.
on a serious note before we introduce our next guest to pray for what's going on in our country, like right now.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about what's going on here on this platform, how we are to spread the news and talk about the community and where we are with what we speak about, right? But when we really look at what's really going on, we are needed.
Yes.
We are needed. We need you. You need us. We need all of us. Need each
other.
other. At
Yes.
this point, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm so happy to be a part of this nucleus of women.
Yeah.
Yes.
I pull my strength. I pull my strength
Come
from
on.
you and you and all
Amen.
of you.
Amen.
And I think that's what should keep us going. We have so many of you all are entrepreneurs sitting out here.
Right.
I mean, literally, you know what I'm saying? And this has been a wonderful opportunity, but because we are sharing and we're caring about what we do as a community, we have so many things that's happening around us that we don't have control over, but to
Right.
pray for, you know, and I just think we should pray for what we found out of Virginia, down in Virginia, Norfolk state and the.
Did you hear about?
And then they got a flood down there where it's going on, like a levee broke. Yes, a levee broke, and they're under, I mean, the water is literally, they're underwater. In Norfolk, Virginia.
Is it where Dr. Hammond's from in that area? Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
So all of that has probably affected all of that down in that Hampton Roads, if you recall.
Yeah. Oh, they broke the levee. I'm sorry, conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
It's a wealthy Black community there.
Yeah. And so I think because what we're doing and what we're talking about and keeping the Nolan Wells family in our prayers too, because all of this is now distraction was going on in the news. So I just think we just have to just be vigilant and just continue to support and watch and see what's going on. But you never know. So that's my stake on that. Charlie, we talked about what's going on in our world, but what's going on? You want to, as you introduce our guests?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, well, it's education time and it's education month, and we're so excited that we have a special guest. And, you know, most importantly, we have partners like, you know, Marion was saying, that's in the community that really, really support Sisters for Sisters Network.
Yeah.
And one person I really want to shout out, and I know he's listening to us, as he takes care of his own father, and he sits on our advisory board, right? And that's Dwayne Sin.
Yes.
And every year he has this amazing event.
Yes.
Right, it's called Boots on the Ground. Will you be there? Ladies, will you be there? Always has this amazing event. So I just met him from the day. He's like, please let them know we having Boots on the Ground, and it's a private event, and only a few can come now.
Right.
But guess who he's doing it for?
Yeah.
The Education Committee,
Yeah.
but Sisters for Sisters Network.
Absolutely.
And some of the best, what do you call it, entertainers are there. Like, we got to hear Mary Wells sort of speak, you know, last year. Oh my God. Yeah, Sonny. She sounded better than Mary Wells. I know she wasn't getting Mary Wells, but she was so good. Okay.
Yeah.
She was Diana Ross. She was everything. And of course, our favorite, who's our other guy? Barry White. Yeah. I was about to make him babyface and sing a different song, but anyway. You know, I forget I had a husband, but he does make you want to do it. You know? So that's going to be happening at the Newton Mansion. But these are the things that we do in Sisters for Sisters Network. And we look forward to you being there. And the tickets are on sale like right now. So grab them because it's only a few for this event. Like, he is serious about that. Like, he only invites select people. August the 26th, right? Yes.
He's gonna send us the
On a
information.
Wednesday. Yeah, I got you covered. Yeah, got you covered already. Yeah, it looks like this. Okay. It looks like this. But so we're here tonight because of education, and we have our very own Sister for Sister Network, who is our super chair, and she brings so much value to the organization, not just organization, to Maryland. Hello. Yeah. But across the world, because even before she came to us, she was already doing things across the world to impact individuals who were in education, students who were in education, students who thought they could never go to school, parents who thought their children couldn't even attend a four-year university simply because they did not have the scholarship money to attend. She changed that narrative, and she brought that information here to Sisters for Sisters Network and said that is not a true narrative, and I'm here to change it. That's right. She's doing those things in so many different ways, prepping them for SATs, helping them to understand their finance, and so much more. So I want to tell you right now that it's no other than the Dr. Lori Dorsey.
Man. Drop the knowledge, William.
All right. So Dr. Dorsey is her name.
Yeah.
And she can teach a finance game. She is her game. Okay, that's you. She's just a wealth of information. I don't think you know. I think they don't really know. Some of the sisters don't know that she worked in the financial arena before, and the girl knows stocks. Okay, yes, she does. That's a lot of things that people do not know, but she is an educator. And just tell them a little bit more about you. But I'm always impressed and so proud of you. Yes, and I'm so proud that you allow us to just help you. Like, girl, I need your help, but no, we need you as well.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am so very excited to be here. Again, this is education season.
It
so
is,
this I see,
yes.
you know, Leo is your education.
Yes.
This is the education for me. I am Dr. Laura Dorsey. I am a retired university professor. And when I turned 70, Candace always says there's something click when you turn 70. When you turn 70, it's like, okay, at this point, you start figuring out what your legacy looks like.
Yeah.
You know? And one of the biggest things that I said when I moved here, and I always tell the story about how I didn't know anybody, and Sharon picked me up off the street. Introduced me to that. Just pleased and blessed by the fact that I found a home here and I found a network, a Sisters for Sisters network that would help me be able to take on my legacy. As Charlene says, prior to this, I have been in education for over 20 years. I have been a university professor. I have been a chair of the English department. And what I found is that students who look like me were not prepared to go to school. Our students were not prepared financially. They were not prepared educationally. They could not write. You know, they could not, they have no good study habits. And we know statistically that it's the first year. If you don't make it through the first year, the likelihood that you're going to drop out of school is exactly what's going to happen. So I created workshops within my classes. And I said, if you come to my class 2 hours early, I'll help you learn how to write an essay. If you come to my class 2 hours early, I'll teach you how to put together a presentation. If you come to my class 2 hours early, I will talk to you about how you should dress for your appearance in order to do it. So I was doing it for my class. And then other teachers said, wait a minute, she got really good students. And they were offering extra credit to their students to be able to come into my classes and figure out what was going on. And the school picked it up. They were like, okay, this is the whole English department. And so they made me chair of the English department. And the going joke is that I don't have a good degree in English. I have an English class.
Wow.
But one of the biggest things is that, so when the university changed, they were like, okay, this is crazy, lady, you know, we're not supposed to be doing this. But somewhere along the line, God told me that it was okay to do it in a university, but there were people in the community who need my help. And so I stepped out on faith and I quit my job and I went to work for a nonprofit in Orlando, because that's where I got started. And working with a nonprofit, working with the community, and then trying to figure out how to make sure that we can make the best of the resources that we had. So a simple formula. There are colleges who have money, and they do have money, y'all.
All right.
There are students who need money.
Now,
How do we figure out how to put them together? Yeah. We started creating scholarship fairs where we changed the name from fairs to expo. We started in Orlando, then we went to Miami, and we went to Fort Myers, and then we went to Atlanta, and then we went to Chicago. I'm originally from Detroit. We went back to Detroit. We went to Texas. We went to Chicago. We went to Birmingham, and because everybody saw the need for it. And the biggest thing that I thought was amazing is that we did this all for no money. You know, everybody on the team that works this, we have traveled across the country for 33 years, and this is not an organization that raises money. I do it all on in-kind donations. I do it all because of the support of women like this that we have too. Okay. No one actually gets paid in the organization as Candace rolls her eyes at me. We just have a board of supportive people, and it's my legacy. We were working with various other organizations, and about 4 or 5 years ago, my godson said, it's your legacy. Why is other people's name on your organization? Right. And so we did that. And so we made it LLD Scholars for Laura Lanier Dorsey. That's what we do. And we sort of pivoted this year because the one thing that we realized is that what we did 15 years ago don't work today. No, right. And so 15 years ago, we were just really focusing on scholarships and making sure the students had scholarships. Then we realized Everybody don't want to go to college, you know? And so how do you affect that student? On top of that fact, there are careers that don't require a college degree.
Amen.
How do we make sure that our students are aware of those careers too? How do we make sure that their parents are aware? They're first generation students or whatever, whose parents don't have a clue about how to help them fill out a FAFSA, fill out the paperwork and fill out the applications in order to do that. Guess what? That's what we're here for, to be able to do. And so that is what we've done. We've been successful. So we've changed it from a scholarship fair to a scholarship expo. We include not only colleges and universities, but we include the community. We include the sheriff's department, the fire department. Did y'all know that you can be an airplane pilot and you don't have to have a 4-year degree to be an airplane pilot? You know, the FAA is making $100,000 and that you don't need a college degree to be an FAA, you know, to be able to do that. One of the biggest things, again, our resources here, Marian does a lot of the research in the background. Home Depot and Lowe's are put together $1 million into programs or whatever. Because guess what? AI can't do your electricity. AI can't be your plumber. AI can't fix your HVAC or whatever. And we're going to need that. And so they're pouring money into be able to careers for students who are going to be able to do those type of things.
$3.99.
So being able to do that. So our goal is to make sure that we provide the resources. And because my going joke is that I'm an old lady and I don't have nothing to do. I have no job. My daughter goes, I mean, you ain't got no job. I have no idea. Oh, why you? But we offer ourselves as speakers. We're doing workshops. We just came back from Florida. We did a 4-day workshop down there for mothers and daughters. There was a retreat for mothers and daughters. The daughters were high school students getting ready to go into college along with their mothers. And we spent the 3 or 4 days in the intense community conversation about how that, you know, is going together. So we'll do that. I thought that we were just going to be here in Prince George's County because, like, I'm just a little person. Okay. Okay. And so people were calling, just like everything else, people were calling me to go everywhere, and they were calling me to be able to go to Baltimore. And I said, I don't know anybody in Baltimore. I'm not going to Baltimore. And so I told Baltimore, you can come down to Prince George's County, but I'm not going up there. Okay. And then they talked to Peg. Oh, yeah. And so now we're going to Baltimore.
We've been doing this for 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Some of the scholarships and the monies that's been going out to these students.
How much did you do last year?
Okay, so last year we did in Prince George's County, we did $2.7 million in scholarships. In Baltimore County, we did $15 million in scholarships. And it's important for you to understand, Peg's going joke is that I'm the person with the money. I'm just the person with the resources.
That's right.
We have the colleges.
Money.
Yeah.
Money. Yeah.
We have the colleges who are actually giving out money, and they're giving out scholarships. So the process is, we work with the students and the parents beforehand. The students are supposed to bring copies of their transcripts. Okay. If they've taken an ACT or SAT score, they're supposed to bring a copy of that. I'm a retired English teacher. I think they should know how to write. So they should write an essay about why they want to go to college. My thought process is if you can write it, if you can put it in writing, then you can articulate it when you're talking to a college rep about why you want to go to college. And then a letter of recommendation. You don't do this on your own. Letter of recommendation. You bring 5 or 6 copies of that so that you can meet directly with a college rep. And if your criteria meets the criteria that the college reps have, they will on the spot offer you a scholarship to their school contingent upon you graduating from high school. So, you've been able to do this.
That was my question.
How much did you go back and say?
Well, but you've answered my question. I just want
everyone to know that we're not talking about a little bit of money. We're talking about a lot of work
Yes.
and a lot
And
of funds that are
Yeah.
being allocated to our students.
If
Such
you,
a blessing.
the statistical average says that it takes about $164,000 to get a 4-year degree, and that's on the medium end. If you're looking at high end, Howard is $50,000 a year. Multiply that times 4. It's $250,000 in order to get a degree to be able to, so there are high end schools and there are some schools where you can get the same degree. And I'll tell parents, weigh it out. Okay, if you can get a bachelor's degree at Randolph College for $20,000, okay, get a scholarship for 16, get a Pell Grant for 7, you to the good. Now you got extra money, and that $20,000 degree will do the same thing that $200,000 degree will, because nowhere on Indeed does it say you need to have a degree from this college. Nowhere on Indeed does it say this needs to be your GPA.
That's right.
That doesn't say that. So when you out here looking for things or whatever, weigh the options. So again, being a prior banker, I'm looking for return on investment.
Right.
Okay? And so again, if you spend $200,000 to get a degree, to get a job that's making $40,000, I think there's something wrong with it. Okay, I'm just saying.
Is probably out there in the atmosphere because we saw what happened with Howard University, and how some of the students, because I used to work in education, so I already know what happened, but for the audience and the listeners, Howard University was in the news recently because they dropped students who didn't meet the financial, what we call check-in. And financial check-in, for those who don't know, it means that you have registered for class, but you have not paid for your classes. And the school normally holds a date open for you, right? So that you can pay for it. And they used to have some leniency, right? But they didn't have that leniency because of the federal government taking some of their funding. So the leniency they will give us at the HBCUs, they couldn't do it anymore.
Right.
So now they found themselves having to drop students because they had bills to pay themselves. Are you getting a lot of the parents now requesting or talking to you how do they shift from Howard University or other options? Because are people calling you asking like, how do we maneuver this deal? Because we wanted to go to Howard University, but now they dropped us because our scholarship money was not accounted for at the time.
One of the biggest things that I do, and especially Howard University, is because again that's on the high end. We're taking a look at is that I'm always telling the parents, you didn't take a plan B. Plan A was Howard. And a lot of times then I'll say, why Howard? Well, I want them to have the HBCU experience. Explain to me, I didn't graduate from an HBCU. Explain to me what an HBCU experience is. You want to be able to go to the games and go to the parties and whatever.
Amen.
And at the end of the day, okay, that's all fine, well and good.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to school to get an education, to be able to get a career, to be able to look toward your future? And if the HBCU experience, okay, at $200,000 is not going to get toward your future, then maybe you should take a look at plan B.
Thank you.
And so one of the things that I recommend, again, talking to the parents, it amazes me that we have parents that are letting 17-year-olds make decisions that are going to affect the rest of their life. You're letting a 17-year-old make a decision that's going to cost you $200,000 because when they drop out or when this person happens, then you got to be able to figure out this money. And you never took a look over here at Randolph that was $20,000, and Scott Randolph was going to come and hand walk you through here.
Now you go to a college over in North Carolina that was giving you a full ride.
Yes.
HBCU.
Yes.
Right.
Or you don't have to necessarily go to an HBCU. PWI schools, are offering the same type of thing. So being able to take a look at your options, and that's what the workshops we do. We do a workshop in Baltimore for like one of the Saturdays before. We'll do a workshop here in Prince George's County at First Baptist Church of Highland Park. And we'll do that on a Saturday where we'll invite the parents and the students in beforehand. We'll explain things to them. Like, for example, that you can be accepted into college without taking the SAT or ACT. And so they will tell them that you don't need to take an ACT or SAT in order to get in college. And they're absolutely right. However, if you're looking for a scholarship, they want ACT and SAT scores. Okay. So if somebody doesn't tell the parents because they're working, they may not be able to attend the PTA meetings or the after school, projects or what they. So, hey, we're coming to meet you. We're going to be at the church where you are, we're going to put something together at the library, this year we're pivoting. We're, instead of saying, this is who we are, we're asking, what do you need? Tell us what you need.
What does that mean? What do you, so they can understand? Okay. Yeah.
So one of the things is that we're talking about what you need. I'm saying that I think that I know what a student needs. Okay, you need, as far as the grades are concerned or whatever, in order to go to college. But what if you don't have that? The parents are coming back. What if you don't have that? For example, the FAFSA is the form that you need, but everybody needs to fill out the federal aid. I am telling you, we have done the research. Okay. At least $64 million worth of money goes unused every year because parents won't go fill out a form.
Wow.
Won't fill out a form.
Yeah.
Okay. They will not fill out the form. And because we're old school, I don't want to give nobody my taxes. I don't want you to know my business. So your child suffers because of that. So if I explain to you how that all works well together, that's what you need.
Right. I love that. We're so excited. Yeah. So we got some questions in the audience, so please ask those questions.
We have time for one.
My question is, you find that the parents are intimidated by the FAFSA, the form, and they don't fill it out because it intimidates them. If they don't understand what they're filling out, it's the first time doing it, the form could be intimidating for them.
The form is intimidating. If you think about it, most people don't even do your own taxes. You don't do your own taxes. You hire somebody to do your taxes. This FAFSA form is as difficult as your taxes.
They want everything. You gotta dot every I, cross every T.
And now, instead of like taking your word for it, they're saying, this new administration is saying, you got to give me direct access to the IRS so I can go and pull your information. Not this year or last year. They're saying that if those parents have been separated or divorced and you get making child support, if whoever the parent is that's making the most money now, it's the paperwork that they want. So you might be the custodial parent, but if you don't make the most money, they gonna want the money over here. Okay. And if this one got a new wife or whatever, she can't do access.
They need to be taught and educated. Is how they need to do to get their students into these colleges. We have time for one more question.
Oh, I was going to say that I recently saw Governor Westmore offering the kids from Howard to go to Maryland University.
Yeah, any University of Maryland school.
Yes. So I wanted to make that known that he did do that.
And they did have some students that they did give back, like students, but we're also we were able to retrieve a lot of that.
Program that did it. He gave them a stipend of like $800 a piece.
Yeah,
just to get started.
So they could get back into school.
So the money they lost at Howard, they gave it back to them.
Right.
Yeah.
So give us some information. It's what's coming down the pipe, what's going on as we close.
All right, then. So what's coming down the pike is the scholarship exos for this year in October for here in this area. So October 14th, we're going to be somewhere in Prince George's County. Mr. McKinley Hayes, who's our whisperer, okay, we're working with Oxon Hills High School, be able to make that our expo location, of course. October 15th, we're going to be in Baltimore County. I am so excited. They have a brand new superintendent. We've already met the superintendent. We've already started working with the schools in Baltimore County. Peg was right. Baltimore County totally embraces us for everything that we're doing.
Wonderful.
And then on October 16th, we're going to be at First Baptist Church of Highland Park, which is where we got started. That is the DMV. So everybody from Virginia, Maryland, and everybody gets to come to that one. Both of them are, all of them are from 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Again, there is no cost. There's no cost to students, there's no cost to parents, there's no cost to colleges, there's no cost to vendors. When we talk about doing it, there's no cost
Come get the bag.
whatsoever to be able to do this.
They say it's free, right?
$3.99. Come get the money.
Yes. But for those of you out there who definitely want to have your children to get an education, please link up with us. Link up with Dr. Dorsey, because otherwise our children are our future. They say that, but that's just not a cliche. That is true. Our children are our future and
Yes.
they need an education. They need an education. But a lot of kids may not want to go to college, but they want to do the trade schools. They may want to do some barbering, and some of the ladies want to do hair. So they not just some entrepreneurship, but I'm sure there's funding for those areas as well. So just get them prepared for what they need for their future. So you have any departing words before we close out? Say something to our students who are going back to school.
Inspire.
The thing is that you prepare for your future today. You don't prepare for your future tomorrow. You prepare for your future today. And one of the things that I'm saying is that we're reaching out to our high school seniors, but listen to me and listen to me clearly. If you're a junior or a sophomore, you need to understand how to go down that yellow brick road, and we need to get started early. Okay. And so I challenge the parents from the 9th grade, the 10th grade, to 11th grade, come and see. Come and get an idea of what the college, if you know what the colleges are looking for, then you know what grades you need to have. You know, if you know what kind of careers are there, you'll be able to do this. Come and attend one of our workshops. We are here, we are free. We are doing everything we can to make sure that we are able to help you.
The number you can call is 240-678. Your number.
Repeat that.
My number is 407-719-0225. And our website is lldscholars.com. You can go on the website, you can get all the dates information, you can actually register. If you're a vendor and you have information you want to register, okay.
Give it one more time, your phone number.
Okay, one more time. Phone number is area code 407-719-0225. That is my personal number. You can reach me personally. The website is lldscholars.com. You can go on the website and find any information about the dates, the colleges, our partners out on our website.
Wonderful.
Amazing. Like in 2 more weeks when we are going to be talking about what?
Domestic
Violence and what?
And our guest already, Dr. Unir.
Yes.
And here, and your guest,
We have our very own Cynthia Green.
already ready to rock and roll. So thank you all for joining us. Definitely support us in any way that you can. And we are out of time. What did you say? What time is it?
What time is it?
It's time for you to walk in your purpose and prosperity. Thank you.
Come on, ladies. Get on. Ready? Right. Oh, I love it.